We back, man.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be sitting here with you, bro.
Had a lot of great things going on lately. A lot of disturbing and greatness is all going on right now. So it's like just a spiritual world that I've been involved in, dude. Is just outstanding if you understand it. Man, it's a different type of film whenever you just sit there and think about what God has done and what He's doing for me right now in my very presence. Like, my alarm is going off.
Because that's what time, okay, so that's great that just happened. That's what time you normally get up for work. You've been over here about 20 minutes conversating with me. You had to drive here.
Yeah.
So that means, what time you normally at work?
6:15, something like that.
Yeah, so y'all can pretty much, the people listening can pretty much justify the time at that point. AM, by the way.
AM. But no, man, I believe, see, I'm up. I'm just another blessing, bro.
Yeah.
I can't make it up. God's been too good to me, you know.
Bro, I got one question right now. It's just like begging to ask inside of my crazy brain. You said everything. You started out with, man, everything's outstanding spiritually. Were you feeling like that? Like you're on the upside of
The spiritual.
it wasn't just like every morning you were waking up like that. I'm sure.
No,
like these last few weeks. Tell the people like what's been up.
I've been down a little bit because I had my wife's got to have surgery. I gotta have a procedure done. The first one I went through, I'm going through another one because of the brain issue with the AVM thing. But yeah, so I was kind of like being tugged on, but I know it's a freaking storm, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I'm a freaking. I understand it because, bro, the backside of it is I know that I did a spiritual cleansing. 3 days. I did the best of my ability, and it was at the same time that the fact is Hillary, and I was like, that's a real true indicator because you stuck in between. You witness, you're a witness to the spiritual world, bro, and it's real. And I knew I was gonna go through a storm, and I told you that before it happened, bro. I just understand that when a storm comes in, you got certain people and certain things in your life that's gonna get taken away from you, and it's not because you don't want it there. God's leveling you up, so people start falling out different ways, and new people come in, and then those people fall out, and the old people might come back in, and it's just a understanding of like I'm elevating, and nothing's personal with nobody if we don't talk no more. I'm on that kind of like I have a different type of appreciation with my family. I have a different type of appreciation for my life now. It's just different. Martin Verdon had told me a word a while back, and it was appreciation, and it had been stuck in my head. And I've been hearing that word for years.
Yeah. Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah.
But Boss Appreciation Week.
But
like, it's just so commonly thrown. It's corporatized, bro. But what is it? So knowing him, like, and I don't know him that personally, like on a personal level, but I know who he is. I'm sure it was like more of like a deep definition of it. Like
it was gratitude, because I have anger issues, and I have feel like people. Me as a Christian man, I'm trying every day, but I still say fuck. I still say shit. I still have a temper. I still try. I still cry. I still smile. I still do all that. I've just been blessed, bro, because all of these little storms with my wife having issues, medical, mine's building up, and then of course that financially comes through, and then you have time that's gonna start getting crunched on, and then you gotta have relationships with other things, and then your business, whatever, so on and so forth, and everything starts crumbling little pieces at a time, but I start back at ground zero, and I work my way back up through all of those situations, one thing at a time, and then I'm gonna be all right because I adjust back. Okay, everything's too much. Boom, stop. Let's go back to ground zero. Yeah. Ground zero is what when you was born. Before you was born, you was something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Spiritually, you somewhere. You know what I mean? So boom, I'm back to this situation of gratitude because, man.
Just like hitting the reset button.
Hit the reset button, start back at ground zero to where you can say, you know what? I do have to talk to this person. I need to talk to this person.
Yeah.
I need to talk to this person on all 4 stages. So your God, your family and kids,
right,
your business, and then your social, and then you go back through like a gauge and you start working at it and understanding, okay, what's priority, who's priority, nothing personal.
Yep.
Okay, this is what we're trying to accomplish. Let's handle that. Okay, if this is what we accomplishment, so let's handle that. If not, let God take it. And then you'll start seeing situations pop up into your life and he's showing you, okay, get away, boom, get away, boom. And I always sit there and think about, and my wife sent my wife a thing. It's like, sometimes you get pulled away from your family. Sometimes you get, you get pulled away from friends. Sometimes you get pulled away from everything around you because you set to move up, and you don't know why you're getting into this and that. You don't know why this is big building up. You don't know, but you just know that you're. And next thing you know,
Yep.
And then all this ruckus comes back up right here, boom. And then you're gonna build back up, boom. And then all the ruckus comes and starts building all back up, boom. It never ends, it never stops. Just understand this. It's understanding. It's like a stock market. You come up climbing, but then you get.
And everybody jumps on the train too.
Yeah,
hey, this one's on the rise. All right, let me jump on.
Yeah.
Boom.
It might be everybody's happy because of a fashion, but
then it levels out. And then drops. Yeah.
And then you gotta start back ground zero, then you start building, but it never ends. You just have to have understanding and be appreciative. That's all you need to pray when you're happy and when you're down. It's just, I'm in the spiritual world now, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm not a pastor, a minister. I know that something's real, and I believe the law. There's so many people's names that's out there, but Jesus' name is the one that you hear everywhere. I mean, if it was Jesus, if it was Paul, whatever, it don't matter. They had a man that came down here, and then I believe that. So
absolutely, man. And he's the only perfect one.
And so I believe in my Jesus, but
he's the only perfect one, which goes into like none of us are perfect, man.
But none of us, man. It's just good to have an understanding of that. So, appreciation calms me down. But the spiritual world, bro, has just been crazy.
Yeah. And I can actually say that. I witnessed it, bro.
Bro, freaking Polo. But Polo was in the car after I just came out the hospital, bro. And that dude talked to me and gave me understanding. He's like, bro, I remember this. Yeah. And he started freaking gave me this passion, like this like a coach that his daddy was to me a long time ago whenever I went up and kind of nervous. And when Polo went to,
man, I'm getting that same feeling because I was sitting next to, I was obviously with him. I just happened to see him that day.
And I was going through that.
An ironic situation. Yes.
I was going to find out about what they had to do to me with that thing going through my blood and the catheter and see the pictures. And Paul was like, if anybody could do it, it's you. He knows. I don't speak on my name, bro. People that know me.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, dude.
Everybody knows me as a different
brain surgery. Yeah. Like brain. Wait.
Yeah.
That ain't not. Man, this dude. I know him. I know him. And it was wild. He had just asked about you, right? And then he also praised the fact, like, man, y'all two together, like doing something like you guys are doing. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, like people need to see y'all together. Like that's just amazing, man. And
I do need to link up with them.
And then boom, you called. We had just asked, like, man, let's go. He came sit in my truck. We were just having a conversation, man. Just him and I, just me and Polo and I. As soon as we sat down, we weren't even 30 seconds into talking.
I called.
The call, boom. And he's like, oh, man, answer. He's hitting the button and all on the screen and the Bluetooth. Boom, and then you come on the speakers and.
Yeah, I've never talked to Polo on the phone ever in my life, bro.
I would have never guessed that.
Ever. I've never talked to Polo ever on the phone, bro. I've never hung out with Polo outside of football and a little bit of school. I have a lot of respect. I heard a lot of things what he did as success. I kept up with, here, but we don't have that. But you would have never thought that.
No.
That dude,
no.
I know, I was crazy.
Yep.
The conversation we had was like if we were best friends forever, and it was just so raw. And what he was doing was building me up to say that I can't go through
what sets Polo apart, one of the biggest things is he sees people as like individuals. Like he gets to know that person, understand that person, and he saw you when y'all were kids. He would, even though y'all probably weren't like, hey, we made plans after school to go kick it or whatever, or they weren't cell phones then, so it was, I would call my friend on the house phone or whatever, right, the kitchen phone. But he's seen you in the neighborhoods growing up, and he had even the perception, like what he viewed, that like who you were, how you had it, what you had, but mostly didn't have.
I didn't think he.
I don't know how transparent we want to be, but I'll say a few things. Like he told me, he said, I never knew a single family member of Justin's growing up. I used to be at his, which was across the street or the neighbor's house or something like that. What's his name on McKen? He was telling me. I forget. Not Hassan. Was it Hassan that you said that you lived next door to, or
no? It was a Darrell Smith.
Darrell, yes, yeah. And he said he would see you coming in and out of your place where you were living like next door or something. He was actually telling me that, and he knew you were, you had something on you to protect yourself at all times. Like, but that was just the environment that you were in, bro.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Morgan Street put me on a whole different animal, bro. And Morgan Street, I was fighting them. They didn't let me be no bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Grunwald and Morgan Street, and then I lived off of Memory Lane in the back there off of Dixie Street. I hung out back there, Big Noop. I hung out, I do.
Yeah.
Then
my Big Noop, bro.
Yeah, Noop. They know Pee Wee. That's that side, and then Smith Ridge. You got my big, Big Tank Squallies and Wet and
that became your family, truly.
Yes.
And it's probably distant family members now because you have to.
And then that's what I did.
It shakes the rump, like you were saying when you.
But they respect me. I never was saying I was the baddest dude. I never claimed to be the best fighter. I have heart. Like it was that. It was up. It was gonna go down, and that's how I was. But I remember I had a fight in front of Terrebonne and Polo was out there. I remember Polo from that. I had gotten a big fight.
In front of Terrebonne High?
In front of Terrebonne High, up in some of my neighbors' yards right after football.
Ooh.
And then you leave there and you go down Morgan and you got somebody else want to fight with me. And then, I've been jumped, I've been snuck, I was actually, there's times that I caught my L's, embarrassed. There's things that, I lived all that. Yep. I got embarrassed a few times, man, in front of people, like, just fighting. But it's like, I learned from
You still went and got up and went through the same routine the next day?
I still went through the same neighborhood. I still traveled. I still did what I had to do. I mean, if I was going to eventually I'm going to learn how to do something. Eventually I'm going to learn how to bite you. You know what I mean? I don't know. But this is, so from that appreciation, and I still always remember where I come from. It's not something that I act like. It's who I am. And some people don't understand that perception. They don't want to. It's a different state, different world. I go to Philly, I go to Pittsburgh, and the Latino side of people are Puerto Rican, and because you have boxing world, you fall into it. It's they'll look at you like you fall right in, bang.
Right.
But not to get up too far off subject, but yeah, that was my family. And then now, through the trials and tribulations, you still got like old school neighborhood friends that still telling me, hey, you're gonna make it. If anybody can make it, he said he got people our age, bro, that's under the bridge, that's on dope.
You weren't supposed to make it. He was shaking, bro.
Yeah, because I wasn't supposed to make it.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
He was, man,
dude, people don't understand that, dude.
The conversation y'all had.
People don't understand, dude. At 13, I was doing things that grown ups. When I was living with my mom I love my mom, but she's always my mama, okay? But man, she put me through situations, bro. And I learned cutthroat. Like my mama telling me people that we hanging out with I can't speak to them, but these people are killers. And they'll kill you, they'll kill me. But go sit right here on the sofa right here. We got some things to take care of. And they're not playing.
And you 12, 13 years old. 13 years old, yeah. Wow.
So so my appreciation for my love and my family now is different because it's spiritual now, bro. I did the physical beatings, bro. You know, the left behinds and shit. But this here, when Polo talked to me, bro, it was just a different mindset. And it's like, you know what? I am that motherfucker that done it. This is brain surgery. Okay, who do I go through every situation?
Bro, that lifted you heavy.
Whoever I'll go through when I'm in my toughest situations. My God, bro. My prayers. Me cleansing my soul. Me saying I repent. Me saying, hey, I'm ready to listen to you. I'm ready to put another 3 days into just you. Let me get off Facebook. I'm talking to myself. All right. I give you almost 3 days of that, and then I'm gonna finish off with no food for the rest of the day. I love you. Boom. This is how much I show. You know,
man.
You know. And then my wife was gonna get some food. Just drop me off because I'm gonna eat. Go drop me off. I took me some time. I'm gonna just sleep. You know what I mean? Because I know a storm is coming. That's the spiritual world I'm on now, and my spiritual family is chased too. Because you talk to me about God. It's not because you 95 living so loud. You got down. It's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Who you are spiritually.
Yeah, man.
And whoever could feed me spiritually, you're in my circle. You know what I mean? And then if you throwing crosses, I know because you making a bullseye. You know, I understand that. I know exactly who's in my circle. I know exactly what everybody's doing. I that's just who I am. The street show, man. You can't learn that in school. You can't learn that in school.
Sums it up. Like
you can't learn that. They got people that respect certain people's names in Homer. Homer ain't no joke neither, bro. They got people that I hung out with that you won't play with them, but at the same time you want to show them that you ain't no bitch and that you still want to be around them, but you ain't. But they killers, bro. You don't think you don't know how to step different? I seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak on it. No, I don't have to speak on it. But I want people to understand, as kids that's looking up to me, that's in trouble time, I understand. So if you want some help, come find me at the boxing gym, because I can give you all the tools you need mentally to get through whatever you need to. That's what I'm here for. It's not because I need to praise the street. Like, now streets are still there. They're still killing people. Boom. They're still squeezing the life out of people. I don't want that glory. Oh, well, yeah. Fuck that. I got out.
Yeah,
because it's real.
Yeah, it's real. It's absolutely real.
It's
real.
Nothing
to play with.
It's nothing to play with.
Yeah.
And
movies glorify it and they make it look fun and cool.
But it ain't. They don't talk about the set. If they would show the 2 hours of that movie that they played, just the mama crying and weeping and the sorrows in her face, maybe you'll look at gangster movies different. You know what I mean? But it's a lifestyle, and it's almost a must, because if you don't have little crowds of people here, then the other crowd will overdo the other one. So you always have this disease, this fight and hatred, because we're so greedy and we're so unappreciated.
Yeah, man.
That's where I'm at with this.
Bro, let me ask you a question. Do you remember having any spiritual experiences, like at 13, 14 years old? Like maybe you went to church with a friend's grandmother or something like that.
Man, I seen spirits, bro, walking in my grandma's house one time, and I seen one in my wife's. I seen that shit, bro. I seen drawers open and close, bro. Never did no fucking voodoo. I'm just being real, bro. I'm not.
Right.
I'm tired of thinking. I'm gonna show. This is the podcast that's gonna say, hey, this is what Justin is. You know,
yeah. Hey, not to get off track, but like this is it, right? This is the vision that we had. I feel like right now with this.
When you see drawers open, bro, and you see shit like that, bro, and I didn't. Something been following me like this, dude. You gotta fight that, bro. We are born into a curse, and you gotta start. And some people are chosen. I feel like I'm chosen to be here to speak. I'm here. I know I am, but I've seen this. I've seen this side, bro. There's demons, bro. That was demons, bro. I seen that. That ain't fake. I put that on everything. That was demons, bro. I seen that. And then when you're walking in the streets and you start listening and you start pumping in, I'm talking about rock and roll, all that. Not just one ethic. I don't want to get that twisted.
Yeah.
Country, all that.
All of them. Yeah.
All
absolutely. That. Any secular music is gonna praise something of
all that.
sin.
When you start listening to
100%.
it, I'm like, hold up. Man, these demons, and I'm manifesting these big, you know, and I'm like, wow. No, you could. Let me tell you something, bro. People sit here and act like they want to be dumbfounded. You believe in blessings. You believe in prayer, huh? 90% of people will say, yeah. Mm-hmm. So how would you not sit there and believe in evil spirits and evil prayers and curses? No, it's there. This is not a physical world first. It's a spiritual world. Until you understand that, you won't prosper because you're going to keep getting eaten by your demons. Because it doesn't matter who's with you. It's you. It's you, partner. Because when you're going to go sit on that cold bed in that room like I did this past weekend, and you start running like this could be your very last time, boom, hold up. You're going to walk through everything you're doing to somebody by yourself. Everything. And if you don't try to check yourself and see who you are, the person inside, you're going to be messed up and you can't teach the world. But that's what happened to me at 13. I seen real shit like that, bro. I seen some real shit like that, bro. And then sitting down, I remember my grandpa, I remember telling my dad, I was like, man, I remember saying this in Oklahoma, what if he dies on Christmas? And he did. And then my friend Gary LaBeouf, his name was Gary. He got hit in front of the bowling alley. He was one of my good friends. Darrell knew through the Morgan Street. He was out of New Orleans. He got hit. I looked up at my room. I said, what if he dies tonight at 10:30? And he did, bro. He did. And I started paying attention to more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's real, bro. And I don't talk to people about it because that's not real, but it's real, bro. Spiritual world is real, and then I'm scared of the other side.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a hell. I'm going through the book just like we do, but I'm taking a perspective. There's a heaven, there's a hell. That's what I'm going with. Okay. If not, it's better than watching the stories on TV. Hey, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, right. There's a heaven, there's a hell, there's a good and there's a bad.
Right.
And what I'm gonna manifest. When you start waking up and you start manifesting things into your head and speak it, bro, that's when your life starts. That's your character. That's what you start building your eulogy. Your whole life is your funeral, from what I hear. And I started thinking about that. Yeah, your whole life is your funeral. Everything.
That is the only thing we promise, man, is a funeral service and death. I mean, or death in the funeral service. I mean, really, truly.
But yeah, anyway, that's the answer.
Your energy is, and your spiritual is matched with, I believe, with what you have endured. So that extreme measure of like physical things happening around you. It's okay, real. That had to be matched though by something. If it was just a piece of light paper that just flew off, or like at the beginning of Forrest Gump when that feathers flying, and a leaf falling because you were walking by wouldn't have got your attention, but a drawer opening up and closing, or whatever happened that day, that night.
It was crazy, bro.
It had to be matched with what you were programmed and are like it was already orchestrated to see in your life, man.
It follows me. It follows me. Dude, and that's just two stories. I got a day's worth of stories on spiritual stuff. I have this hard drive at home, whatever you want to call it, computer. I want you to.
We do need to still look at that.
I got those. I got pictures.
You told me about that.
I got real pictures. Like no, I don't know how to photo crop or none. This is real.
Well, this is like what, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Like the first iPhone you telling me?
Yeah, something crazy.
Off that phone, right? It was on
the 3 or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
10 years, I think. So they didn't really have like photo cropping and all that, dude. It was just raw.
But I want to get on that. But man, I tell you what, man, it's been a real spiritual going, and man, the whole thing you just with your like filming one of the most honored things is a fallen soldier, and then they had an eagle fly over your video, bro. That was just, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, you're blessed too, bro, because you're a spiritual help and a spiritual leader. And I just want to say is the little situation I've been going through. I want to thank a few family members. Mm-hmm. They stepped up. They came through to me, and I know they don't want no glorification, so I keep it personal. But they have some family members been coming through that I'm very well appreciated. I just want to put that to the market, because now I feel like it's not just homies from the street or none of that, but it's just some real blood that came stepped up.
Beautiful, man. Yeah.
And I feel like that stepped up for me and my family, and I appreciate that dearly. Thank you. But and you as well, but there's a few people that know You know what I mean?
For sure, man.
But pretty much,
It's
thanks for
understood,
the
man.
blessings for everybody. Thank you for the prayers, because they are working. Somebody called me yesterday. I forgot. I can't remember. They're like, "Hey, we praying for you." Oh, my Aunt Marlene. And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Keep doing, because they working. I'm already getting blessings. Like, I'm already feeling like we've done. That's how blessed I feel. Overwhelmed with blessed. I feel like we already done with everything. And we didn't. We just only did one thing so far, but I just feel like it's already done. It's already.
That's because you gave him. You honestly, I believe that you gave this whole, you and your wife, everything that y'all are being told. What's wrong? Okay, here's proof. But the doctor, this is what's.
Well, I'm taking initiative.
Boom, but you've given it to your higher power.
I'm the
You've given it to
spiritual.
God.
I'm the
You know
spiritual
he's in
leader.
control.
I'm the spiritual leader of my family. I have to drive that vessel.
Yeah, bro.
No matter how down my wife gets, or my kids get, or anybody around me gets, I have to still drive my vessel. That's me driving my world, my lane, my business. You jump in, you in my world, my business. You know, so you are my vessel. But Cave Chase is like, wants to bounce around. Guess what? I know how to handle Chase this week. My wife, everybody has to drive that vessel. Mm-hmm. For spiritual stuff being first, and then we guide and lead and step out and be like, okay, going through a hard time, let's pray some more. Boom.
Yeah.
Prayer. Just pray. And put some heart into it and surrender it. Like, I surrender everything to you, God.
You gotta be vulnerable too in prayer, huh?
Vulnerable, you have to.
Yeah, pray in front
I'm
of family.
I don't really like to do it because I feel like somebody says something or doesn't take me serious, I'm gonna get mad. So I keep it to myself, but I'm starting to do it a little bit more with my family, you know. But it's just I'm talking. I gotta make sure I'm here first, like. Mm-hmm. But if they see that, then they're gonna want to do that just as well by themselves, because you're gonna be by yourself more by your life than anything, not with people. But then when you're strong, you need to come check in and do a unity. Boom. When you feel like we need to do prayer, we need to pray. My little boy Bryson done it before. You know, hey, can we pray? Yeah. It's just,
that's a feeling you can't make up. That's a $1 million feeling, man.
$1 million feeling.
Ooh. Wow.
But yeah, bro, this last few weeks been spiritual, and it's been heavy. And this is how my life works, and this is what the conversations I like to talk about.
Yeah.
If anybody out there that doesn't understand or wants to ask questions, send some messages through where we could go through them. If you need prayer, hey, I'm gonna give you that, and then we're gonna, you know. But I had a lot of situations I went through this past week. Old boss was calling me. Everybody, just old people, like just it made me feel good, and then I'm understanding that we good spiritually, physically, everything. So I was really, really blessed, bro. And I'm still blessed. And then, like I said, we're just gonna keep it moving forward. Boxing's kicking ass right now, bro. Takers, them young guys put in a lot of work. We about to discipline even hard. We're gonna put a strong team together. We're gonna start doing probably some, tryouts to get on the team. Just because you're on the team don't mean you can stay on it. We gotta really hold them accountable. You know, that goes for my little boy too. He doesn't get. If anybody, he's held harder accountability. Mm-hmm. But we had some. Man, we did Sugar Burt. This is all our first year. A lot of these guys, but our Sugar Burt tournament, man, we did 4 belts, something like that. 3-4 belts and 2 runner-ups. They won a fight, but they lost their second. That's good.
Yeah, man.
It's like 6 fights win, and then we went through.
But how long, dude? Y'all have been preparing and practicing and putting in the fundamentals for 2 years there.
I have a strong team, and then T as the CEO, and Whitney with his partnership, and then Coach Pap, Coach Tim. And Taze plays the coaching part. He has a strong mindset. Things. He has that saying. We don't work out, we outwork. And then, he's playing a hard, strong leadership. He's doing great with things. Y'all
have something really, really special going there, man.
And then Pabs, he's a
really
leader.
Special.
He's a leader. He speaks. He tries to keep the foundation with order. Law and order, the old G's law and order, and then I do what.
The prayer circle that y'all have.
The prayer circle.
Y'all meet at Takers before y'all don't just have all the parents meet out of town with their kid, whatever.
We try,
y'all follow each other, y'all 10 cars deep or whatever, driving to Monroe or Lake Charles, wherever, Biloxi.
Yeah, we can come.
Going to Memphis in a few weeks, like.
Yeah, we deep.
But y'all meet at the gym and then pray. You know, man, that's strong.
Yeah, and like this weekend,
That's strong, man.
I told myself I'm gonna get there early so we can all be together and pray. Yeah, it's something that we like to do. And Jeremy's a godly man. He's turning around on some, you know, his gym's got these little sayings and, you know, God saves, Jesus saves, and all. I love the energy that he's pushing. He is, you know, but we hold each other accountable. We hold each other accountable. And that's what. So
I'll tell you, man. I'll be transparent, dude. Thank you, you know, for yesterday. Thank you for holding me accountable, man. Yeah. Let a lot of things overwhelm me. It all came kind of in one moment, and which led us here to today versus yesterday. But
I tell you what, man. I appreciate you, man. You know.
Likewise, Justin. For real.
Love you.
Can I tell you? I know, like I know you gotta get to work, but one quick thing is this is like hardcore, like the vision in reality now. Like, yeah, the world needs to hear you, bro.
I got a lot to say, bro. I know where to go with it. It's not fake. I don't have to write nothing down as a counselor or whatever.
Right.
What issue you want to talk about? Well, come over here. I got the programs. I got a bunch of them. Might not be what you like, but I got a bunch of programs because this is what I deal with every day. I'm not perfect, and I never will be, but this is what helps me. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to make a business of what I speak. I'm just trying to tell you something.
Right.
I'm just trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
I met 1 million people just like you. I met 1 million like you of different personalities. But I know what your goals are. I know what you're doing.
Man, you're a special individual, bro. For real. You're a special individual, man.
God bless, my brother.
You too, bro. Love you, man.
I got to.